welcome back. I hope everyone is still staying safe and staying healthy. Today's video is a little makeup haul. For those of you who don't know me personally, my birthday is in the month of March, and obviously this past month has been kind of crappy for going anywhere and doing anything exciting. I am a Sephora Beauty Club member, and for those of you who don't know, we're at Sephora, you can go in during the month of your birthday to pick up one of their little birthday gifts. They usually have 2 or 3 different mini sets of things that you can choose from, and when you go into the store, you don't have to purchase anything to pick up your birthday gift. However, when I remembered that it was time for me to go in to get my birthday gift, the stores were already closed. So I did some research and found out that I could do it online. However, you had to buy something. So I did a little bit more research because I didn't want to spend too much money, and I found a couple products and a lot of little samples and extras that I thought would be great to show you guys. So I spent about $20 and I got a pretty good haul. So that is what is in this box here. So I'm going to take the time today to show you. Alright, so the very first reason I decided to go Sephora shopping was for my birthday gift. And this year they offered a few different products. One was the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. They offered, I believe, a hair treatment or shampoo and conditioner treatment. And they offered the product that I chose. So I was stuck between this milk set and the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. However, I'm not a huge fan of the scent of coconut, so I decided to go with this because I thought it would go a little bit farther. So in this little package, we have a milk Kush Mascara. So this is just a travel size. What I have on my eyes today for mascara. I did find it's a typical wand, normal mascara wand. I did find the formula seemed to be a little bit gloopy, especially coming out of the container, but putting it on my eyes, I had no problems with clumping. It went on really easily. I didn't have to do too many layers. Probably about the same as I normally would. I did find that it took a little bit to dry, so I touched my eyelashes probably about a minute or 2 after I put on my mascara, and it came off on my finger. However, most people don't throw on mascara and rush out into the windiest day possible, so I feel like that's not really a big deal. Obviously, I haven't been wearing this all day, as it is 8:30 at night and I just did my makeup. But as a quick wear, I do think it's really nice. The formula seems really good, especially because it did seem really sticky in, like I said, in the container, but it was really good going on. I didn't have any residue get on my eyelids, which was really nice because for some reason that has been my downfall with almost every single mascara that I have come across lately. So I really do like this. I do need to keep using it to see if I would buy it. So I don't know, this is my first time using it, I don't know if I would purchase it again. But if you're interested, I can leave an Instagram story over on @CatsCoffeeandComforts, same way as it is here, whether or not I would buy this again later on once I've used it a bit more. The next thing in here, which I was super interested to try, is the milk, what is it called? It is the Lip and Cheek. So it is a lip and cheek, like lipstick and cheek blush, basically. It is in a stick form. And it is in the color Werk. So it is like a, what does it say on here? I lied. I thought it said I thought it said something on there, but I believe I read that it was like a dusty rose color, which is really nice. I also have that on my cheeks today. I do find that this obviously isn't very large, so when you do your cheeks, you have to do multiple swatches, and it is really buildable. However, you don't usually want like straight lines of blush, so I had to blend it out using my fingers. I did find it came off on my fingertips quite a bit, and it is kind of sticky. So what I did is I put it on and I blended it out as best as I could. And then I took my my powder brush and just quickly patted over it just to soften it up a little bit to get rid of the tackiness, and it did pretty much work. It's not tacky anymore. I just think, I don't know how I feel about cream blushes. I haven't used them enough. Personally, I would probably use this more as a lipstick. However, I absolutely love the color as a blush, so I'm going to do my research and see if I can figure out more efficient ways to put this on my face. So again, same with the mascara. I don't know if I would purchase this again, but I am really interested in keeping use of this to see how it goes. If you've ever used cream blushes or stick blushes, do you have any tips or tricks for me? If you do, leave them down in the comments below. I would love to know some way to make it work. And then finally, there is just a little sample size of the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. So it's just normal primer. I didn't use this on my face today, but I will give this a shot sometime soon. And obviously, if you're interested, I can let you know what this is like. Moving on to what I purchased with my own money. I've always been super interested in the Sephora brand of their masks. I was on their website and they had a big sale on a lot of Sephora brand products, so I was looking at those and I came across this stick mask, and oh my goodness, this is a life changer. I've used it once before because I was so excited when I got it. I needed to use it basically the night I got it. I was skeptical because this is watermelon scented, and I really, really don't like watermelon flavored things and watermelon scented things. It's iffy. So this is a 5-minute mask. It is a stick. Oh my goodness, it literally smells so fresh. It doesn't really even smell like watermelon to me. It just smells so fresh. It is the Nourishing one, and it is a stick. This is the easiest, the fastest, and the most mess-free mask I have ever used, and I absolutely love it. I would definitely recommend these. I haven't used any of the other ones yet, but this was, I think, $4 or $6, and I think it's like $8 when it's not on sale. So it was super cheap, and there's so much in here, and it is so good. I will show you guys what it looks like on in just a second, but it is incredible. I highly recommend this a million times over. It is the easiest, best mask I could ever use, and it makes my face feel so nice. So I just wanted to show you guys what the watermelon mask looks like on. So it is nice and pink, and it literally stays on your skin for 5 minutes, and then you wash it off and moisturize as per needed. I get like a nice, really gentle, tingly feeling, and it smells really fresh and really clean. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys what it looks like. That is it. The other thing I purchased was something I debated about for probably 2 or 3 hours. I wasn't sure whether or not I wanted it, whether or not I needed it, but I decided on it, and I'm really glad I did. So I purchased a Morphe Liquid Lipstick, and it is what I have on today. It's in the color Virgin. I have never had a nude lipstick, and I was really skeptical, and I said to one of my friends, like, yo, if this doesn't work out for me, you're getting it, because I wasn't sure how I felt. But it was actually a lot less expensive than I was expecting. I paid $14 for this, which is a little bit pricey for a lipstick, you could argue, but I've paid, for most of my other liquid lipsticks, I've paid between $9 and $10. So really, not that bad, and this one is just as good. So this is the packaging. I'm in love with this packaging. It is gorgeous. The frosted with the black, and oh, it's so nice. I love it. It does sound really sticky, but it does kind of smell like almost like vanilla-y, like kind of cupcakey. Ooh. Yeah, it doesn't sound great. But yeah, it is a matte liquid lipstick. It does take about a minute to a minute and a half to dry down, but it is really like soft and really like not drying on my lips, which is really nice. I really enjoy it. I haven't worn it for a full day yet, but I love the color and I love everything about this so far. I'm very excited to experiment with some more fun makeup looks with it, as well as some more subtle makeup looks. I'm really into like really bold, bright lipsticks, especially reds and really dark colors. So I'm excited to try a nude for once. But yeah, it is a little bit different than what I'm used to, but I really do like it. So if I can go into Sephora once stores open back up, I am so going to go back to Morphe and check out their other colors in this line, because they're inexpensive and they're really nice on your lips. And may I also add, I have worn this once before just to see what the color looked like, because I was super nervous about it. So I put it on. It was on for maybe 10-15 minutes, and I went to go take it off, and oh my goodness, I could not get it off without using my Clinique Take Off the Day balm. Normally with my other lipsticks, I can sometimes use my eye makeup remover to get it off without having to open my Clinique stuff, but this time I had to open it. It was stuck on there, so that is a really good sign that it is going to last a long time. So I'm really excited to try more of those later on. But finally, I was able to redeem some of my Sephora rewards for being a club member, as well as I was eligible for 2 free samples with my order. So that is what I'm going to show you last. So for the 2 free samples that I got, they had lots of different choices, but I kind of wanted to go with a brand that I knew and then something that I wanted to try. So I went with First Aid Beauty's Face Cleanser. This is the birthday edition, but I wanted to try this because I use their moisturizer and I really do love it. So I wanted to try their cleanser out to see if it is just as good, because if for whatever reason the cleanser that I'm using is no longer being made, I might have backup that. And then the thing that I wanted to try next was another type of primer, and this time I got the Beauty Blender primer, and it is tinted, which I didn't realize, but thankfully it is in light to medium, which obviously is my skin. I'm very light, I'm very pale. But yeah, it is a pore minimizing primer, so I'm excited to try this. It'll probably be on a day that I'm not working, but I have things going on, so I can kind of see what it's like and not walk out of the house looking like a total goofball if it doesn't quite match. And finally, the thing that I used my reward points on was a dry shampoo from DryBar. I had used dry shampoo before and have never had any luck. I have a really dry scalp, but my hair gets oily within like 1 to 2 days. Sometimes it even looks oily if I let my hair air dry without adding a little bit of blow dry to it. So I'm really excited to try this. It says it's in the scent original, but I don't know exactly what that means. So I'm excited to try this. It's not a huge container, and I know it is quite expensive, but I am really excited to see if this does the trick, because sometimes your girl just don't have time to shower or just doesn't want to. You know, you're in a hurry, you're like, ooh, hair's looking gross. Dry shampoo doesn't work for me, so what do I do? I'm hoping that this will change my mind, or that I can find something that is similar. So So if you guys have ever used dry shampoos, let me know what works for you, especially if it's cheaper, because I know DryBar is pretty expensive. And I haven't looked at the full price for this, so that scares me a little. But yeah, if you've used dry shampoos, let me know down below what your favorites are, because I might have to check them out. That is it. That is all. Most of the stuff I got here was free, and the 2 things that I did purchase with my own money I am extremely happy about. I absolutely love them both. So you will be seeing definitely more of the lipstick, and you'll probably hear me ranting and raving from any point in the world about this mask, because I love it. It is so, I can't even with this mask. So yeah, I hope that this video was enjoyable. I know it was kind of quick and quiet, and a little bit chatty, but I wanted to share what I got with you guys to remind you guys that everything's still sort of normal, even if you're not getting out of the house. I know that this is really hard on a lot of mental health. I know it's been driving me nuts. I know I've been wanting to get out of the house, and I can't. I'm really hoping that this can end soon, that we start actually listening to what the government is telling us, and that we stay in, everybody gets better, and we can finally get on with what we've been missing from our lives. I'm really glad that this has brought everybody back together, and to really focus on community, but that being said, it is still really difficult being forced to stay inside. So I really hope everyone is taking care. And again, I think I said this in my last video, but again, I'm here all the time. Message me, especially on Instagram. I said it before, but I will leave it down below as per every video. So if you want to reach out and say hi, or reach out and say, you know, I just need someone to chat, I'm down for that. But yeah, I hope everyone is taking care, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.